There's a shortcut to getting rich, and in this video, I'm going to show you what it is. Let's say you need to get to the other side of the world and you're given the option of taking a plane, a boat, a car, or walking. You're picking the plane, right? But what if I told you that 98% of people today are choosing to walk? Say the other side of the world represents financial freedom and your transportation choice is how you make money. The vast majority of people are choosing the slow lane to wealth, while a small minority choose to join the fast lane. And I think that's where you want to be too.
Everyone is being honest. They would admit that the risk of the slow lane is equally as risky. You're putting your entire fiscal future in the hands of some elements you can't control. Your boss, your company, the stock market, these are things you can't control. As opposed to having a business, there are some elements there you can control. And I hold that holding a job for 50 years and investing all your money into the stock market is riskier.
A book called The Millionaire Fastlane really opened my eyes to the subject of financial roadmaps and how we can choose which path to take. The slow lane is basically just going to college, getting a decent job, investing 10% of your paycheck into the stock market, and retiring a millionaire at age 65. It's not bad, but it's like walking to get to your destination. You'll get there eventually, but it's gonna take you a long time, and you won't be able to be rich and young at the same time. On the other hand, you have the fast lane. So this is the plane that sort of takes you directly to your destination in the fastest way possible. Anyone can get on that plane, but it does take a lot of effort. And if you want fast wealth creation and an extraordinary lifestyle, this is the roadmap you want to be on. So speaking of ways to grow wealth, I want to introduce you guys to the sponsor of this video, TradeStation, who won Broker of the Year 2021 in TradingView's Broker Awards. Even though this video is not about investing, I think it's super important to know that almost all of the wealthy invest their money, whether it be real estate, stocks, or especially right now, crypto. TradeStation is a high quality and hassle-free platform that allows you to buy, sell, and trade many types of securities and several cryptocurrencies. And what I love is that they offer zero commission pricing for stocks, options, and futures. They offer a large variety of tools and resources that are honestly super helpful when you are trying to invest in stocks, ETFs, options, futures, bonds, and even IRAs on their platform. And if you do ever run into any problems, they have live chats and 24/7 customer support for futures and crypto-related issues. Right now, TradeStation is offering $10 worth of free crypto when you sign up. So if you want to take advantage of this exclusive promo, go open your account today with the link below. And now back to the video. 6 years ago, I made the decision to find that plane ride. After not getting into medical school, I decided that I'd become an entrepreneur and say no to the conventional life. Trust me, this was super scary because I'd spent the previous 23 years believing the only way to get rich was to become a doctor or a lawyer. But luckily, I took a leap of faith, and within 5 years, I had my first $1 million year. I'm not saying that to brag, because if you got to see some of the struggles and major failures I've had on that path, it wouldn't seem all that impressive. But I want to be transparent with you guys, and I actually share my detailed monthly income reports on my Instagram page. And the reason for that is because I know that it's going to make more people go out and find their plane too. By sharing my struggles, my wins, and my story, I know people will relate, because there has got to be millions of people in the same exact shoes I was in, walking but knowing they want to run, or in our case, fly. So is that it? Is that the shortcut to becoming insanely rich? The answer is sorta, and the following section is even more important because you need to understand it. Otherwise, you'll stop halfway while trying to find your plane. And the hard truth is that while the plane exists for all of us, finding it is actually extremely hard. I'll stop speaking figuratively and just say flat out, making your first $100,000 is extremely difficult, likely much harder than working a normal 9-to-5 job. And that is why so many people end up quitting the pursuit. The thing with entrepreneurship is that it revolves heavily around a compound growth curve. This is what the typical income graph looks like for someone with a good job. We have single-digit raises most years, but overall it's pretty flat. Over the first few years, you'll likely make more money than your peers trying to start their own businesses. Now, let's layer on the income of a pretty typical entrepreneur. Obviously, some major differences at first glance, right? Most entrepreneurs will make very little at the start because the first $100,000 is so incredibly hard. You're learning, you're trying new things, failing, doing a lot of work but not getting paid, and as a result, you'll probably make less money. That's exactly what happened to me. I did not make good money coming out of college because I did not have a 9-to-5 job. Instead, I pursued side hustles and started businesses, and I actually lost money on a lot of my ventures. But like all challenging things, at some point you'll get through that initial trek through mud and cow turds and stumble across a scene much nicer, which is basically unlimited income potential on your schedule. Stick through those initial years and you'll hit that inflection point where your income surpasses that of your friends, continues rising, and then eventually reaches the moon. Here's a clip from Elon Musk on what it was like in his first years as an entrepreneur, sleeping in an office and showering at the YMCA.
When my brother and I were starting our first company, instead of getting an apartment, we just rented a small office and we slept on the couch. And we showered at the YMCA, and we're so hot up we had just one computer. So the website was up during the day, and I was coding at night, 7 days a week, all the time.
That's really what makes entrepreneurship so dangerous, right? The lack of results at the beginning and immense challenges makes people quit. A typical business takes 3 years to become profitable, and being self-employed has similar challenges. You guys have probably seen this cartoon or this one, and yeah, this happens a lot and I see it all the time, even with myself. I've quit businesses prematurely and I have had lots of failed opportunities just because I did not stay consistent for long enough. For example, take a look at John Krasinski. His story is absolutely crazy and shows exactly why it pays to stay on the path.
And as soon as the car left the driveway of the school, I said, I'm moving to New York and I'm going to be an actor. And my mom paused for probably a half a second and she said, great, go do it. Cut to 2.5 years later, I was like, so I'm out. This is terrible. It's so scary. This is the worst. Waiting tables, not as fun as they say. And she said, you know, it's September. Just wait it out. Just wait till the end of the year. Don't give up just yet. I was telling her to come get me. And
in New York?
Yeah. And 3 weeks later, I got the office.
I think sometimes we need to be reminded of the stories of people who didn't quit and ended up making it, because at least for me, it's super inspirational and shows that it can be done. I really encourage you to watch more interviews of successful entrepreneurs, learn from their journey, and then also get inspired by the struggles that they actually went through. Read the Millionaire Fastlane too if you haven't, as that will really drive this roadmap into your head, perhaps even more than this video. Here's a clip of another entrepreneur, Grant Cardone. I know a lot of people either love him or hate him, but you really can't deny his work ethic and how far he's gotten.
That's not the first step to success though. The first step is you have to give something up. You have to give up something about who you are. You want to solve a problem, you got to give up the idea that you've either tried every way possible, or you don't know that you've already tried that, or that's not going to work, or it's not. You got to give something up.
So there is a shortcut to wealth, but shortcuts aren't easy. Otherwise, everyone would be rich. To get rich and be able to enjoy your wealth, you'll need to make an incredible number of sacrifices. You'll have to stay consistent and also get in some truly uncomfortable situations that will make you question your sanity. But if you're down to go through that, you can get rich relatively fast, at least a lot faster than the traditional route that 98% of people are taking. Anyways, there you have it. That is the shortcut to wealth. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and if you did, make sure to share it with a friend, and also like and subscribe for more videos just like this. I make a ton of content about personal finance, investing, and entrepreneurship. Really, my whole goal is to help you guys become financially successful. Thank you for your time, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.